What's happening? Happy weekend. It's Wilson from Growth OK, and today I want to talk about the three most important steps to writing cold emails that will help you convert more sales and achieve your cold email goals. Whether this is for you trying to close a deal, doing a cold outreach, or if you're trying to look for a job or doing some business development or just networking with people, I will show you the three must haves that you must have to write good cold emails. So, the first thing that's most important is definitely the subject line. So let's take a look at a quick example from an cold email outreach from this very famous company called SalesLoft. And what they are is that they're pretty much a prospecting tool, similar to Mailshake or MailMerge, Outreach.io, that allows you to pretty much personalize emails and outreach automation at scale. So from SalesLoft, the subject line is first name, company plus SalesLoft. This is 2 data points. If you guys have watched my other video on how to send good follow-up emails, I've talked about the importance of having more than one data point, personalized data point within the subject line, because that just gets a much higher open rate. So in this case, first name, so for example, if they were reaching out to me, it would be Wilson, Wilson's Growth OK plus SalesLoft, and that will get me to open the email. Now, of course, opening the email is just the first step. The open rate is the first step. That doesn't mean that they will convert, and it doesn't mean that they'll respond. So the body of the email goes, "Hey, first name, big fan of your company's work. Will you be open to this to a discussion around how you approach customer acquisition?" So that's the first part. The first step is the subject line. The second step is to have a good introduction. Uh, I would want to personalize the introduction a little bit more by mentioning something about them, like maybe a press release or a podcast interview or a blog post that I came across. But the second step is to make sure you have a strong introduction. Usually, I would say something like, "Hey, Jason, my name is Wilson. I'm the founder of Growth OK. I came across your podcast interview with this podcast, and I really enjoyed it. And one of the things I enjoyed most from your podcast was the part where you talked about how to automate sales. I learned a lot from it." That's a pretty good introduction line. That's a personalized introduction line that will catch their attention. Now, step number three is you need a very strong description plus a call to action, asking them to try your product, whether that is to get them to do a free trial or to just get them to move on the conversation and pass you on to probably a higher decision maker. So in this email example, the second part would go like, "Reason I ask is because SalesLoft was built for teams like yours to streamline the engagement process with prospective clients. The platform combines phone, email, and social touches to ensure consistent execution of a sales cadence. What's the best way for us to connect?" That last part is very important because that is the call to action. What's the best way for us to connect? That will drive the conversation forward. And the part where it goes, SalesLoft was built for teams like yours to streamline engagement process with prospective clients, etc., is a way to introduce the company and what you have to offer. Now, this part can be personalized depending on the sector that you are targeting, and I do recommend that this is the part where you want to A/B test depending on the target and the client, that the prospect that you're reaching out to. So if they're in another industry or they have another pain point that they're suffering from, then you would want to customize based on whatever you're targeting. And then it goes, "Cheers, John," and with an email signature. You can always include some custom link to the email signature, such as like, "Hey, download a free ebook, download a free white paper." And that's another way to kind of nurture the lead some more for more engagement conversions. So quickly recap, the number one step is to have a good subject line with personalized data points. Number two, have a very personalized introduction to catch their attention. Number three, give a good introduction to your product, to your solution, with a strong call to action. So I hope this helped, and I'll see you guys in the next one. You guys please check out growthok.com if you're looking for highly qualified and targeted sales leads. You can always follow me on Twitter at iswilson8.